take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness.
Hey y'all. How are y'all doing tonight on this Saturday night? Hey, Rhythm and Clues. Subbed up. Don't know what to make of this stuff, but I'm here for Justine's reading. Hey to incoming chatters. Well, thank you for being here. Maters and taters. Hello. Jeff. Hey, babes. Yeah, y'all, become a member. Thank you, everyone. Yes. Hey, April. God, I always love seeing you in here. I just love you. I miss you. I hate it's like when I don't see people in chat that used to be in chat all the time, and they've got other things that they got going on. It's like you just miss them. They just become, she's my buds. April's my buds. Pretty little clues is in the house. Good job last night, by the way. Hello, everybody. Hello to you. Hey guys. April. Shauna, comfort of connection. We need to talk about that. I don't know. I'm thinking about saving it for tomorrow though. Your the psychic discernment. I think I might save that for tomorrow. But good to see you guys and thank you so much, Shauna. We love you. Welcome to the watchers again. Welcome, darling. Welcome, welcome. It's been a rainy day here in the hills of Tennessee, and I'm just like, I have been nonstop, like since I woke up. I know you won't believe it, but since I woke up, I have been doing nothing but looking at charts. Looking at charts. I mean, absolutely just devouring. Girl, hello. I haven't seen you in a hot minute either. Orb attraction. I text her. I'm like, hey, girl, you coming? You coming in? Maybe I can get her up on panel. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I am going to open it up at some point tonight. Witchy Mama. Witchy Mama, angels for you. Hello. I just want to take my time, just say hello to everybody. Elaine, I'm just in slow-mo. Be in slow-mo tonight. I'll be back soon. Okay, cool. All right, so tonight I have 2 new decks. I know, you can't believe it. I've got this one that was sent to me. It was gifted to me. It's called Self-Care. We all need a little bit of self-care, don't we? And look at this. Like, this is so bougie. It's it's very inspirational. Like it. I like it. Look at what it's in. Like, this is like so soft and feels so good. Do you have it, Orb? It's self-care. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So thank you, Shauna, for sending me this beautiful deck. I'm going to be reading that tonight. If anybody wants me to, that is. And y'all, because of the Odyssey, whether you liked it or not, Jody and I went to see we saw it and it was I loved it. I thought it was badass. So because of that, we're gonna do some Greek decks, the Lore Olympics. So we got the Olympics and then I've got the Myth Oracle. The Myth Oracle, it's called Wisdom of the Ancient Greek Pantheon. Yep. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then maybe get into some shamanic healing. We got the eclipse coming up. This is the portal, the Lion's Gate portal on 8/8. So I'm thinking maybe we need to get into some kind of activations too. Where's my activation? Maybe even this one too. Activations. This one feels more of the Leo, the portal's gate and the eclipse. That kind of feels more. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Of course, pulling up charts. If you guys want me to pull up your chart, just let me know. If y'all are wanting a card, let me know. As I begin this live, I'm just gonna have to say, oh girl. Okay, hold on. Hold on, Shauna. There you go. I'm just now seeing Shauna in the how is Jody? Jody's doing good. Jody's actually doing really good. He's about to go to Georgia for work. I'm not really happy about that. But yeah, I mean, I can't, he's a grown man. It's not like I can keep him from going anywhere. I can't keep my kids in a box and be like, "Don't go nowhere." But, I know, I'm excited, Orb. I'm excited. Speaking of Jody, this is the one that, he put me on. This is the deck that Jody put me on. He sent it to me, and he's like, "You've got to have this." So, and the Odyssey was badass. I don't know, I loved it. It was just I wanna go see it again, but anyway, you got that hammer, girl. You got that hammer. So tonight, what I wanna do is I just wanna get started, and I wanna look at the charts right now because I've been knee deep and you know how I do. I just get down and dirty and really want to see what's going on all in the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up the chart, pull up my epic pen, and hey, Lindsay, good to see you, honey. Good to see you on this Saturday night live, sis. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Okay, so the astrology chart we're going to look at, it's rising. As you can see, it's rising in Aquarius. That's us. That's we, the people. And guys, right now, Layla Centinelo, who is missing out of Kingsport, Tennessee, the North Node is on her MC, and the South Node is on her IC, where she's been before. Law, 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 law. We also have something that's very interesting to me is Charles Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie's husband, Charles Guthrie. He has a physician. His physician, Apollo, is a 956, no matter what time he's born, but it's in Virgo. So he is having an opposition tonight. I see he and his family are in the transits. I see that Saturn is actually coming to Charles Guthrie. Also, also see that there's a lot of warring going on with Washington, D.C., Trump, FBI. That's been in the transits for a couple of days now. Definitely see. It looks like it looks like maybe that's Virginia. Let's see, and it wouldn't surprise me with her nodes being. It wouldn't surprise me if she is in Virginia. If Layla's in Virginia. All right, so yeah, I'm definitely seeing this 559 is definitely we've got a breakup with communications. That 559 goes to Tommaso, Tommy. It's a trip when I see the fam in transit, and then I watch, like, some of the videos. just to see, but I'm not what I did notice today is that the explosion that Charles Guthrie was in, it was definitely connecting to Mexico at the time. There is a lot of things that our mining companies, our politicians, and the New York Stock Exchange, the way that they interconnect with this case is phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal. And I think that there's a lot of politics going on, obviously, in the Nancy Guthrie case. Right, Rose? So that's what I'm seeing with that. Hey, Seth. What's up? Hey, Bo. You're sending Cash App for chart for later. Boys are up and wild, even though they spent entire day digging for dinosaur bones. Oh my God, girl. That's fine. Take your time. And what are you sending a Cash App for? For a chart? Hey, Witchy, did you get what he sent? Oh, hey, Kylie. All right, guys. I'm gonna break out a deck because that's basically what I'm seeing. Let me see what if I can see anything else. Hold on. Oh, let's see. NATO is still, I mean, there's still stuff going on with the world. Obviously, we still are having uh, a lot of a lot of disdain with what is that? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. 424. Hold up. I'm seeing something. The 424. Why do I remember that? Hold on. Let me see if that's when she went missing. 424. 424. When did she go missing? Missing. Nancy Guthrie, when did you go missing? Where's it at? Looked at way too much today. I've looked at that absconder, William Hubie, again today, too. Looking at Derek. Where did I see that at? I thought it was when she went missing, but I don't see that chart. Nancy 911 call. There it is. Hold on. Oh, shit. Sorry. Damn, Shauna. Thanks for the Cash App, girl. You dropped my phone. Let's see. The 424. Was that day? No. Yeah, it was. It was. Okay, so it was actually that day too. Oop, see, that's a clue, 424. I'll have to that'll come to me, I'm sure. I'm sure it will, guys. So the 424 was in transit when she went missing. There was a lot of emotional explosion going on having to do with possible any type of education, like, where she taught, or could have something to do with, just all the attention on her. Huh. Damn. I remember seeing that too today in charts. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to stop it because this is the way I've been all day today. Look at that. Mercury is now critical. It's a 29 degrees. So Mercury is now critical, guys, in Cancer. Critical. Let's see what it is aspecting here. Oh, there's a major opposition with Donald Trump with the courts. It's definitely going to have to do with something with Washington, definitely something with the FBI. Let's see. Um, all right, back to what I was doing. Mercury. Mercury all over the place. That's what Mercury is. Let's see, trying Neptune. The things that are hidden. Where's Neptune? The 408. So it's in a good standing with Neptune here at a 408. It's opposing Pluto, of course, Let's see. Squaring Chiron. It's at a 40. No, 51 still. Damn, it's staying at that 51. It's just been there for like a week or so. A little over a week. Square and Vesta, the flame of life at a 2648. I don't recognize any of the other degrees though. But there is, I mean, Charles Guthrie is all in this, and so is Tommaso. No matter what time either one of them are born, they're still in transit. I don't get it. Um, Charles Guthrie died in an explosion in Mexico. So, anyways, okay, I'm gonna stop devouring myself over here. Hey, Rosebud, good to see you, girl. Good to see you. Hey, Jaywood Mimi. Always love seeing you in chat. February. What? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was looking for that chart. I was looking for the chart. I knew I had pulled, but I couldn't find it. Okay. Those dinosaur bones. The last thing I see is from July, Seth. Yeah, take your time, Bo. Take your time, girl. She's on it though. Bo is on it. Okay, guys. So because this is the portal, right? We're gonna start off with just a collective card. And then I want to start reading you guys, maybe one card of my new decks. Actually, yeah. Let me stick with what I was thinking already. I'm thinking this activation. It just seems more Leo to me because isn't that what this portal is all about? When it opens in the end of July, it's like, oh, okay, it's open to the end of July until, August 12th. And, the gate that opens is on the 8th. So, we want to try to, it is what it is. It's whatevs. Hey, Uncle Taco, my PTSD is in the house. I took the card's advice to do something for myself. Went and had my hair done. Congrats, girl. Congrats. I love that for you. I love that for you, Michelle. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, sweetheart. Yeah, it's always open. What you said? What you said? Look at that. It's all about perception. It's all about perception. Orb. It's all about perception. It says the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. It's all in that perception. It's always open. It's always open. Great collective card. I'm not going to get in all into the, what the authors had to say about it. Because I want to get into my new decks. I gotta have a hobby. I'm sure you've got hobbies. My PTSD. Seth is Seth is in here, Uncle Taco. Or he was. He goes in and out, in and out. Okay, so let's do some self-care. Since this portal is open, let's do some self-care. How about it? How about it? Let's do it too, guys. And these are big cards. So it's like, you gotta take your time shuffling. It's Sarah is in the house. Hello, honey. Hello, the portal is open. Orb and I were just saying, we were just talking about it's always open. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have many hobbies, but Bo has gotten me as a Seth stalker. Yeah. Her sidekick. Spill the tea, Jen. That's right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. All right. So, this on the back of the card, on the back of these self care cards, it has affirmation. I love affirmations, especially when they come in on my phone and it's like, "Oh, thanks for that." I love to hear a positive affirmation throughout the day. I think it's good for our mind and our spirit, you know. Hello, April. And so I'm gonna read this. I didn't know if you was still in the house, girl. We can do a quick little read. We can do a quick little read with you if you wanna come up on panel here in a few. I'm gonna open up the panel here in just a second. So owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing that we'll ever do. Owning our story, loving ourselves through all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, shame, the guilt, the grief. What is a negative narrative you tell about yourself? Take a breath and let it go. Here, here. What is a negative narrative you tell yourself? Take a breath, let it go. Take a breath, breathe it in, breathe it out. So I like that. The new deck. Okay, so there's affirmations, there's inspiration, and then there's reflection. So inspiration, reflection, affirmations. It is a beautiful deck. It really is. And like I said, I mean, it comes in this bougie thingy. It's just bougie and it feels so good. Like, oh my god, but here's some fun though. Here's some fun. I think that this is gonna be let's see what this deck is about, guys. Let's see what this one is, if I can open it. Thank you for this silver star. Thank you for this silver star, Kylie. God dang if I can get it open. My gosh. I don't think I closed it right. I don't think I closed it right. Jeez. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. There was good and bad reviews about this deck. Um, and look at that. Look who's looking at me. It's Zeus. It's Zeus, guys. Magnetized. Magnetized. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the book, what this deck is all about. Oh, Angel for you, your sweetheart. Thank you, honey, for gifting a membership. You're just a sweetheart. Jay would meet me. Jay would meet me. Welcome to the Watchers, girl. Angel for you. You're so sweet. Thank you, babe. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what this mythic oracle. I'm a mystic, right? I love mythology. I love astrology and psychology and all them ologies. Let's see. Let's see what the Greek gods have to say, or the Greek pantheon, I should say. Yeah, long form birth certificate for real. Which one is the one you want me to read for you, or the self-care one, or this one? Or this one? Ooh, a psyche. Okay. Psyche. It's the sacred union. Mhm. Sacred union. This one, sacred union. 44. Okay, I will, girl. I got you. 44. Let's see what it says. Where's it at? Hold on. There it is. Oh, that's so cool. It's got Helen of Troy in here too. That's cool. Okay. So we got Psyche. Okay, this is just a collective. I'm about to start reading. I'm about to start reading for you guys. Anybody that wants one, just let me know. Just let me know. Let me know what you're feeling. Here we go. This is Psyche. This is sacred union. The myth Psyche was originally a mortal princess, but she ended up becoming the goddess of the soul after completing tasks given to her by Aphrodite. And the myth of Eros and Psyche. Eros' mother, Aphrodite, who was jealous of Psyche's great beauty, ordered Eros to make her fall in love with the ugliest man in Greece. Instead, Eros fell in love with her himself. It's a little twist. It's a little twisted, a love story. Oh gosh, Psyche's parents. She was not destined to be with a mortal man and advised them to place her at the top of a mountain peak. Her parents complied, and a wind carried her away from the peak to a beautiful palace where she lived with Eros in secret as his wife. Eros forbade Psyche to look at him and only came to her at night. Okay. When her sisters visited, they filled her head with doubts about whom or what she had really fallen in love with. During the night, while Eros slept, Psyche crept into the bedchamber with a lamp to see who he really was. Oil from the lamp dropped on him, and he woke up and flew away in sorrow when he realized she had betrayed him. Tormented by grief, Psyche asked Aphrodite to allow them to be together. Still jealous, Aphrodite gave Psyche impossible tasks to complete in order to be with her son again. Psyche had to sort through a large number of mixed grains, steal golden wool from vicious sheep, fetch water from a river guarded by huge serpents, and go into the underworld and bring back some of Persephone's beauty in a box. I mean, what a damn challenge. My gosh. Dang. Eros begged Zeus for help, like they all did. Zeus brought Psyche up to heaven and made her immortal. Psyche and Eros were together again. Aphrodite and Psyche then reconciled. So the message, after all of that, the message is Eros and Psyche's story illustrates the exact process every relationship must go through in order to experience true love. It shows what happens when desire falls in love with psyche or the soul. At first, we feel joy, but doubt and mistrust eventually emerge and personal issues arise. These negative elements can sabotage the union. Like Psyche, we must undergo a rigorous sorting process as we clear away our inner baggage in order to heal our relationship and bring them to a higher place. This is a period of for you to put yourself and your emotions in order. You must face your own fears, sort through your beliefs about love, truly love yourself, and know your own worth. I mean, this is a relationship type of collective card. So if anybody is going through any type of relationship, turmoil or any type of jealousy or, just any type of imbalance, it's really about whether or not you feel like you're worthy of love and respect. And, the first you can if you don't love yourself, then you can't give that to other people, and it's in order to love yourself, I think that people need to be by themselves. Being by yourself and having solitude isn't so bad sometimes. But anyway, so I think that it's about healthy habits, healthy patterns, the way in which you believe about yourself and how you think about yourself. What's up, Army Vet? Good to see you. Good to see you. So that was pretty deep, but yeah, having an acceptance and, um, that was a trip. So that was the story of Psyche and Eros, the union. And it's the union too between you and yourself, it's got to start there. So that was pretty cool. So you want one of these, orb attraction? You want one of these? I'm also going to do this one too. I'm also going to do this one. The Laurel Olympics. I'm excited about that one. Okay. Okay, girly, I got you. And if anybody else wants a reading, just let me know. Kylie says you pick. Okay. I'll do you from the Laura Olympics. Unless you want to self care. Whatever it is, what are you vibing with? What are you vibing with, Kylie? Is saying hi, rolling in. Thanks for rolling in. Thank you, darling. Believe it's a card with name, birthday number. Yeah, there it is. The Greek mythology for you too. Okay, baby. So this one that I'm reading, the new deck, or this one? Shauna also got me this one. I think Jody sent it to me, and Shauna was like, "Oh, I got to get it for you." If she's still in here, let me know. I'm pretty sure you did. Okay. Orb, you got Dionysus. Dionysus. Freedom. It's all about freedom. Let's look at this. See what the author has to say about this one. Love it. Okay, I am Dionysus. Let me see if I can get it right there where you can see him. There you go. Dionysus, the son of Zeus and the most mortal Semele, or however you pronounce that. I don't know. Well, Semele, I don't know. Semele, Semele, Smele. I don't know. Jody would probably be laughing at me right now. Yeah, he is kind of cute. Well, Semele was pregnant with Dionysus. Hera, disguised as an old woman, convinced Semele to make Zeus prove he was a god. Semele asked Zeus to swear an unbreakable oath to grant her a favor. He agreed and was thus forced to reveal his true nature when she demanded it. Shit. Zeus appeared as a bolt of lightning. That bolt of lightning, a lot of times Zeus is associated with lightning. If we were to think about maybe a storm or something like that, but I read Zeus as a magnetism. But anyway, Zeus saved Dionysus by sewing him into his thigh until it was time for him to be born, giving Dionysus two births. Dionysus is the wise god of nature, vegetation, wine, and music. He embodies the ecstasy and intoxication of unity and dissolving of barriers. He is known as the liberator, freeing humankind from the chains of the mundane through music, wine, madness, and ecstasy. The message is this: ecstasy is the transcendence of the ordinary state. It's an altered state of consciousness, a type of trance that moves us beyond our own self awareness into a unified awareness. This state heightens our thought processes, intensifies our emotions, expands our spiritual awareness, and enhances our physical abilities. Dionysus instigates the trance that ushers us into his realm of ecstatic awareness. Dionysus represents the freedom of the senses and the liberation of the civil and dutiful mind. His appearance in your card signifies a deep connection to art. What were you doing when I text you? What was you doing? I'm just wondering, what were you doing, Orb? When I text you. I love it. Deep connection to art, music, poetry, and points you toward obtaining freedom through catharsis. If your life has become overwhelmed by a mundane routine, thought, or existence, Dionysus is here to shake you awake. This is the time for freeing your senses and finding your true voice, your dance. It's a time to break free from the rules of the civil world to find your own way instead. If you have drawn this card, liberation is at hand. The key to this liberation will come through deep catharsis, an intense climactic emotional experience that leaves you feeling renewed, revitalized, and reborn. The experience will smash the psychological barriers that bind you. This is what the ecstatic realm of Dionysus provides: the experience of religious or spiritual ecstasy, the total experience of unity with all that is, with Source, the ecstatic experience of God within and without. What? Damn. Freaking art. That's what she was doing when I texted her. I was like, "Are you coming in here? I hope I get to see you. What you doing?" And she was putting her art supplies away. She said she was putting her art supplies away. Wow, I guess I'm just gonna keep picking from this deck. This was so cool. I had to search Jen Samil once to give birth to. How appropriate. Yeah. And I wonder how you pronounce that. Semelle. Yeah. I wonder where she's at. I wonder if she's probably sleeping, getting ready for her night court. Okay, so Kylie, are you still in here? Pretty Little Clues, are you still in here? We're about to get Pretty Little Clues up on the panel. I'm about to show her chart. I don't know if she's ever had. I know, can't make it up. I don't know if she's ever looked at her chart before, but this will be fun. She is 10-4. She says 10-4. Okay, here we go. This one is for you. Pretty Little Clues. Pretty Little Clues. He sounds like a few guys I dated in my younger years. Actually, no, I need to shuffle for you. That's right. I forgot, Kylie. Hold on. I'm jumping ship. Jumping ship right now. Hold on. Oh gosh. I wonder if he knows the Empress, right? Oh Jesus. God, I love you guys. Hera. Hera, Kylie. We got Hera for you. Hera. Here we go, girl. It's gonna be fun. It's all about duty. It's all about duty. Let's look at this. Hera, where's she at? There she is. Thank you for the sparkles, babe. Okay. Oh shit. What happened? Okay, Hera. Witchy, did you hear all of that? She's probably listening, uh, or in and out. Hera. Okay, Kylie. Hera, the queen of the gods, the wife of Zeus. She's the daughter of Cronus and Rhea. She is the goddess of marriage, childbirth, power, duty, staying at Zeus's side despite his countless infidelities. Though there are many stories of her jealousy and vindictiveness towards Zeus, his lovers, not so much him, but his lovers, because he was always, doing his thing because he is magnetized to everything. But and everybody, her anger lies at the core of many myths. She creates the challenge. Hold on. She creates the challenge many heroes need to face. Challenges that, once overcome, end up defining the hero's powers. Hera is here to remind us of the realm of duty, but the duty is in question. Is the one toward ourselves and our own personal honor code, as opposed to duty for the sake of status. When you act out of obligation to others rather than obligation to your own inner self, you begin to lose life force. You become disconnected from yourself and you use your senses to discern what action is best in the eyes of the world rather than doing what you know in your heart to be right. If you give your power and energy and personal truth away, believing you are helping others, you're really only pursuing status or acceptance for yourself. This can make you angry and even resentful. Every healthy person needs a personal honor code, and the courage to stay true to that code is the key to a healthy life. This is a time for you to check in on your own personal honor. Are you violating it in any way? Have you disregarded it in order to put your needs of others before your own? This is a time for being honest with yourself and to stand strong in all that you believe. So it's just basically saying, make sure that you are, again, this is like, the self-care. It's just making sure that you got to make sure that you're in a certain type of balance, because if not, then your wake is imbalance, you know? That's gonna be the wake. Okay, I'm gonna do the Lore Olympics. I wanna see what this one has got to say for, um, Pretty Little Clues. Does it resonate? I need something. Boy, last night, awkward, maybe something in the air or sky. It is, girl. It is. I could talk about that. Could talk about that. I mean, Mercury is, having some challenges. Mercury is now critical, and Venus is, she's having her own challenges. It's about our uh, the way in which we value relationships. So there's a lot, there's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I've also been doing, I don't know if you guys have been watching, but I've been doing posts too of like quizzes that I think that would be fun for you guys to do and just to keep, challenging yourself to think about maybe some of what the astrology is teaching us and what it can teach us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Pretty Little Clues. Apollo. 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 Well, well, well. Nice. Let me pull up your chart. Hold on. Where's Justine's Apollo? So okay, so this reading is going to lead us in Pretty Little Clues. Are you here? This card, it can't be any more perfect. And I'm about to blow your ever loving mind. Okay. Because when my mind is blown, I can't even imagine. Thank you again. I cannot even imagine. Guys, thank you for sending me Snapchats. I mean Snapchats. Cash apps. Y'all, thank you so much. April and Shauna, very generous of you ladies. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. Love, love, love you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm about to blow some minds here. Grab your drink, grab your cigarette, grab whatever you need because the shit's about to get deep. It's about to get deep. Y'all ready? Already? I think I need a little breaky break. Hold on. Y'all. I mean, you do understand that like these are just cards. But this is it couldn't I can't make it up. It couldn't be a better one. Could not be a better card. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna take a little I gotta have a cigarette break. Hold on. Because I mean it's getting intense in here. It's getting intense. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys this. Hold up. This is Justine's chart, okay? This right here is Apollo. This is the physician that we're going to be talking about. It's in her seventh house of relationships and partnerships. It is on her seventh house is ruled by Leo. Okay. So there's a lot of attention. There is this is about education. We could really get into the Leo energy, but right here, you'll see Virgo. There's a vertex, a lot of intense experiences in Virgo. Her magnetism is in Virgo with Zeus, and Apollo, that physician, is in Libra, and it's at a 1441. That Apollo is what I'm going to be reading to her. And Apollo is the sun god. He is the sun god. So let me go ahead and I'm just going to have to really try because some of the cases that you do, I really want to. I mean, I can already see some of the cases that you already connect with. Like, for one, I mean, obviously, there's gonna be different cases that you connect with, but let me just go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. I had me a little smoke break because this is about to be really intense. Okay, so Apollo. Apollo is the sun god. Let's read what this book has to say about. Oh, dang, that's right. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, I wonder if this one's got Apollo in it. Surely it does. Surely. Let's see if it gives me a. Oh, it does. Okay. Maybe not. Dang. No Apollo? That's crazy. I mean, it does have Chiron in it. That's good. It's got Odysseus in it. Okay. So Apollo, god of the sun, music, and medicine. The idol. The idol. Arrogant, manipulative, selfish. Apollo shows how obsession with your own image can lead to flawed or even malicious behaviors. Removing your mask, taking accountability. This is not Apollo. Um, Practicing hubris or manipulation, opportunities for growth, fostering healthy relationships. I can see that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to really read Apollo. So, what I want you to do is I want you to come up here because he's the sun god. Apollo is the physician. It's a literal physician. Like if you go to the doctor, okay? Your physician could be in transit. Apollo is the physician. He is the first one to have ever in Greek mythos, he is the first one to have ever um did a C-section. He did surgery. He he birthed his son Asclepius, who is also a medicine man. He is the constellation Ophiuchus in the sky. So yeah, so let me invite you up here because I think this is what we talked about, but I don't think that I think you need a better understanding of this connection that you have. Oh, thank you, Orb. Kylie Orb sent you she sent you a card, but Orb, if you're still up here in a few, I'm gonna see if you'll come up on panel and read us some. So yeah, pretty little clues. If you would take that that link and come up here because I want us to go over your chart real quick. I think it'd be really, really fun. This and to just read to you Apollo and the different, some of the different connections that you're making, period, that I can see. And it's plain as day to me. So, and if you want to, or you could even jump up here too. My daughter has altar for Aphrodite. Aphrodite. The slow and bad is enough, but you won't believe the messenger calls I got from 2 to 5. Unbelievable. Nobody but their job. Just anyway. Here's Justine. Hey, girl.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. So, this is your chart. Have you ever looked at your birth chart before?
Uh, I tried. I don't know how successful I was, but
Yeah?
self can't see self all the time, so it's always better to have someone else read it,
I'm going to
in my
put it all up
opinion.
there. Yeah. I'm going to hide us for a second so I can show everybody the entirety of it. I'm going to take me off. Okay. So, do you know what you rise with and your moon, like where you shine? You know that you're a Scorpio, right? You know that
I
you're a
do know that.
Scorpio. Yeah, you shine in the ninth house. That's where you shine. And then you know that you rise in Aquarius?
No.
Okay. Okay, so you rise in Aquarius at a 2847, and your moon is in the 4th house. Your moon is here in the 4th house of Gemini. Like I said, you shine up here in the ninth house, Scorpio. Your Chiron is here in the 5th house of kids and creativity. There's a lot of emotion here with your children.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So we could get out. I don't know if you have any children or not, but there is some
One.
pain. Okay. So there is some pain there. And we won't get into that. We won't get into any of the personal stuff like that. We can save it for an actual like real reading. But the what I wanted to show you is what I was talking about last night when I pulled you up. I was like, "Whoa." So you have this 1441, and I know this degree because I see it within the spectrum of war. It is like a pattern of war, especially when it has to do with Iran. And
Hmm.
so the reason why I say that is because if I pull you up and I pull Iran up, and that's your Apollo, that is your Apollo right there. So I'm going to put you back on the left and I'm going to put Iran on the right. So your Apollo, that physician, is a 1441 and it's in Libra. It's in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships, your relationships, partnerships. There's a lot of attention on it and it has to do with health. There's definitely some magnetism with it, with the military. Okay. And so this energy is connected to Iran, and it's connected to their Selena, which is the white moon. It's things that they learn or things that they want to acquire to learn. The 1441 is also within I don't remember if it was the NSA or the Secret Service or even this shit, I don't remember. But they also have that, if I remember correctly. Let me see if it was the Secret Service or who it was. No, they've got the 1444. I think it's with a ship too, but I don't remember. I look at a gazillion charts a day. I don't remember, but I do remember that. And that's how you are connected. The other thing that well, the other state that I see that you're connected to is Utah.
Hmm.
You got a Utah connection. Another state has that, but I can't remember. I can't remember. Let's see if is that Arizona? Let's see.
Mhm.
Let me see. That's Arizona. Yeah, it is Arizona. That's also with I think that's also with General McCaslin.
Oh
Let's see.
shit.
Justine and Arizona. Let me get you there. Let me show you this one. And so when I'm mapping, or when I'm doing any type of readings with people, I like to just show that, you are connected to some places you've been before. So like if you say, well, I've been to such and such state, I'm going to look and see if you connect to that state or if you've lived in another state, so on and so forth. Otherwise, there is something about that state that you're connecting to in this lifetime. Okay. As far as Sebastian goes, the 2212 here, where it transforms your everyday work, your home life, the home, the loyalty, with children. And the Leo is also children. It's about the everyday health, your job, your children. And this is also what transforms you, and it transforms your health and your everyday. And that's your connection to Sebastian right there. So the 2444, though, your Mercury, this Mercury in your ninth house, this is where you shine with that degree. This is where you shine with any type of investigative measures, especially having to do with the courts, the military. any type of judicial uh, immigration, other countries, and especially talking about and communicating about Arizona, the things that have happened before in Arizona, maybe mines, maybe explosions, Nancy Guthrie, McCaslin. And then there's also the 2444, that's their south node too, right? So their south node is a 2444 where they've been before with the military, they're every day arcs, you know, justice. But the 2444, that's that connection that you have with Arizona. Even if you've never been there before, even if you've never been to Iran before, these are certain places that you are connecting to in your chart.
Weird.
Yeah. I can see Indiana here too. This 1415 actually goes to Annie Guthrie.
Oh.
It actually goes to Annie Guthrie. Yep.
What?
Mhm. Yeah, and that is a connection that you guys have, not necessarily, would go to Indiana, but there's that Indiana has that state too. So like when your moon is in a degree and it's, there's a behavior that's expressing with you, it's also expressing with Annie and Indiana at the same time. At the same time. This
Hmm.
2734, it shakes you up, and this 2734 is like, it's like the sun, it's like plasma, it's like, propulsion with, like, UFOs and things like that, maybe in maybe at some point or at some point you will, but there's definitely a shakeup with, like, your spirituality,
Mm.
things of the unknown.
Mhm.
And that 2734 is like one of my patterns for like UFOs and unidentified objects.
Okay.
I want to say this 444 goes to New Jersey. I can't remember though. I think
You're
it
funny.
does. I think it does. I know. I mean, I'm just like it's just certain connections that you've got. Uh, but I'm gonna show you that. So, like, when the 1441 comes and you get some enlightenment, there's things going on with Iran. And what is not funny is that Saturn sat on that for quite a while and was opposing you with relationships and Iran. It was doing that for quite a while with relationships. So I just wonder what that was.
I don't know, you're gonna have to ask me in, Astrology for Dummies because I'm listening and I'm taking everything you're saying, I just don't know if I know what it means.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, it's I wish that I could explain it better, but like your physician is a certain degree. And Saturn brings limits and obstacles with work, with relationships.
Mhm.
And those relationships and your work, all the it was during all the stuff that was going down with Iran. So as we are in Iran and things are being, we are striking, things were going down with, say the school, during that time, Saturn was opposing you and it was limiting the things with the missiles and things of that nature with Iran. It's a war, it's a war degree. So the war degrees with you and your physician that brings enlightenment, and you're still young, so you've got this pattern that I'm sure is going to be working out because we're not done with Iran yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of the cases that you work on, some of the cases that you'll work on, it could be having to do with that. or even things that are gonna be happening with our, uh any type of things that would be happening with, like, our national security, things that they are would blame on Iran. You know, it's gonna if it hasn't developed yet, now that you know and you've gotten the enlightenment, I think that and now that I know and I have the enlightenment, I can be like, "Hey," I could comment and let you know, "Hey, this is going down right now." Because that's what we do on the channel. We just observe. We just
Yeah.
watch. We see what's going on, and how that energy is affecting you because the astrology is a psychology. So if we look back at this chart and we go, "Okay, Justine, her Mercury is definitely connected to Arizona. She's got this midheaven, that's Utah. Well, I mean, Arizona and Utah are neighboring states. Utah is where, Charlie Kirk was unalived. Nancy
Mhm.
Guthrie goes missing from Arizona. And then you're talking about, I think today you had a live and you were talking about the Kelly dude, or maybe that was
Mm.
yesterday, but there was, the Kelly dude in Arizona. So you're talking
Yeah.
about that too.
Mhm.
And this is where the media this is your media right here. So the media, what you're doing right now on the media, what you did all day today, this is Mercury, okay? So we're gonna look and see how Mercury is aspecting in your chart because Mercury does, it's about how you think, it's about what you speak, what you say to yourself. It's the power of the mind, and it can play tricks on us at sometimes, but this is
Mhm.
also investigative. You've got an investigative mind because it's in Scorpio. It's about death, it's about rebirth. It's investigative.
Mhm.
So it's conjunct the sun, which that makes you an even better communicator because it is conjunct the sun. How many degrees? Well, it's kind of combust there, but it's in a good standing with Vesta, so there's always a reigniting of a flame. Where's Vesta at? Right here at a 2521. And, she, was it? Never mind. Never mind. I'm not even going to get into Nancy Guthrie again. It's squaring your north node. Okay, so it's squaring the north node, so you may change directions here. Interesting. Okay. Because of your communication skills. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on. So
Mhm.
your north node is in good standing with the moon. Interesting. And it's in a good standing with that Apollo. Hmm. Damn. What could be? I'm not even going to go there. Not doing it. Not going to think about Nancy Guthrie's case no more. It's hard though, because I haven't looked at it in quite a while and I've looked at it today. I'm just like, whoa. Her husband, there's just so much going on in their
Okay.
family.
Okay.
Um,
Interesting. Hey, Doug. I saw him in the chat.
You got a
Interesting.
stellium up here. You got this. I mean, you got a lot of things going really good for you in the 11th house. And this is your friend group. This is how you bring in money. This is your public image. This is all about higher learning and shaking groups up. You know, you shake groups up, but this is a mastery. Capricorn is a mastery. And you got two houses. I've got two houses that are Capricorn too that I'm here to master. You're doing the 10th and the 11th, and I'm doing the 8th and the ninth. So,
Mhm.
the way that you bring in money, uh, it could be what does your dad do?
Outside sales for a machining company.
Okay, gotcha. You got all of this just right here. And your Saturn and all of that is just in such a tight stellium here. You got all of this. So you get shaken up, world health, your values, and the making money. I mean, it does come in time, and there is definitely a businesswoman inside of you, but there is definitely things that the way that you bring in money is with your friend groups is it definitely is going to take a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, but you get there, you know? And when last night I was thinking, "Dang, I hope that it's not Aquarius." But you rise in Aquarius, so that's great, because the Aquarius here could just mean that you'd be given a lot. It's more of a community, networking. Um,
I don't see that for me.
yeah, it's definitely not. But your
No.
North Node is. I mean, your North Node is, and so I could definitely see who is your so you went to college and
Mhm.
you got a degree in psychology.
Yes.
So who would you say would be your like a more of a mentor for you in
Like,
psychology? Like who would you have read about in psychology?
um, I mean, the person I think the most interesting is it's gonna sound so cliche, but Freud. Freud, Jung, Erickson.
Okay. So which one would be your like which one would
Freud. Yeah, do Freud.
okay. What was it about him? I'm curious.
Um, I like how he thinks about like different fixations depending on when trauma happens in your life. So oral fixations and different things and how you get stuck in certain periods and your behavior will kind of remain in that age range space depending on if or when trauma happens in your life. He also delves into like the id, the ego and the super
Yeah.
ego.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. So
But I'll tell you that's not what I wanted to do. That's not why I went and got the degree.
why'd you go and get the degree?
I wanted to go be a physician's assistant. I needed a bachelor's in something, and that was one of the degrees that they would accept. And it was something I enjoy. I like it. I liked it a lot. But yeah, that was inevitably the career path. I kind of wanted to be a doctor, but the step under the doctor. And oddly enough, that's kind of he said Indiana, and I got accepted to Purdue for biomedical sciences. I just didn't go there. Nothing
Okay,
Indiana.
so that would definitely explain the moon then. Let me show you with Indiana why I said that and
Yeah.
that would
And
be
I've been
your
to New
reflection.
Jersey and I was in Utah about a year ago,
What were you doing in Utah?
visiting my husband's stepson.
Okay. So Indiana right here. Utah, I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah, it was your midheaven. The midheaven and the IC, the communications, two people and long travels,
Mhm.
courts, things like that. But this 1415, this is the Indiana chart. That's their IC and their MC. So their IC is a 1415 and it's a 1415, you know. This is in Cancer and this is in Capricorn. So their lowest point with the 1415, I'm just always remembering, I'm always remembering that. And there's something about Indiana. So right now,
Delphi.
no, there's definitely something right now that is opposing. See what I'm saying? There's a 957. So it's coming down to that 956. And as it does, it's going to oppose Charles Guthrie. And that's a trip because that 956 is so pertinent when like like when he died with that explosion. But anyway, let me show you this again. I'm just connecting this right now to the 957. So the divine justice is right here at the 957, and it's coming to that 956 that Indiana also has. That's interesting because it's connecting to Indiana right now. And there's an opposition with Charles Guthrie.
And you also
And
said Annie, right?
Annie has that 1415. Something's up. And I feel like it has to do with money. I don't know. I would have to look back at Nancy's map. Look at that, the 2444. So you're also connecting. So isn't that a trip? So Indiana and Arizona both have that 2454. And this is their everyday endings, hospitals, charity. It's a 2444. This is their Cupid. So you also connect to that Cupid. That would be like the hospital setting. Ain't that a trip?
So I should go to the hospital in Indiana and look for Charles Guthrie.
I mean, damn, maybe he ain't dead. I think he is though. But there is an opposition, and it's an opposition with his physician. It's crazy that that I'm seeing that like right now. And your chart is just bringing it all together too, because there's connections that you're having with it right now, because we're pulling up Indiana's chart. So
I mean, what could that mean?
well, the connections in our chart, like I said, these degrees, they matter. They matter in the state of matter. And so when they grace us with their presence, right? When they grace us with their presence, like right now, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop the wheel. And I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about, because there's an Annie connection with this though. And you too. See, let's look. Hold on. Shit, what'd I do that for? Not you. I don't need you right now. I need Indiana. Indiana. Okay. So Indiana's over here. And what I'm just looking to see with the transits, what's happening, because there is a divine justice about things of the past. That's Arizona too. Okay. Things of the past. The third house. Quartz. I don't know what this could be. I'm feeling construction, but I could be so freaking off right now. That, and then there's going to be a divine justice that's going to activate the 956. Charles Guthrie, the physician. Charles Guthrie in Indiana. What is the Indiana connection? My God. What could it be? And then Tommaso, there's a breakup with him right now. It's critical. So the 2904, that's critical. Where's Mercury critical for you right now? Mercury is critical right here for you in the 6th house, your everyday. Your everyday. That's where Mercury is critical. And because it's at a 29 degree, what's going to happen until Mercury moves off of that 29 degree, it's just going to be more intense at home. A lot of intensities. Layla Centinello is in transit big time right now, like big time. There's so much going on with the Indiana. What in the actual hell? Anyways, Mars at a 28, 26. The moon is jumping, so the moon is going pretty quickly. Let's look at that. Shit's about to get real somewhere, and it could be Indiana. Damn, y'all need to Google Indiana right now.
I am kind of.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because there's let's see, look at this. Let me see. Let's get that moon. We're seeing it get really intense, y'all. Hold on. So the moon just came over. Hold on. So the moon is going to be void of course tonight. It's void of course, and it's going into Cancer. It's going to be arguments.
No more
okay.
arguments.
I know this is going to be. This is. I mean, it's highly connected to the United States, and because of Charles Guthrie and what he did, who he worked for, Phelps and Dodge. There was a lot of money in the stock market beginning, I think it was 2017. There's just there's a lot of connections to our money markets with Nancy Guthrie's case.
Hmm.
And I feel like it feels like almost like it's military, but I don't know. I digress. So I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm just gonna go past that. Let's look at this. There's Mars. They're about to be conjunct. This is gonna be in the morning. I want to get Mars right to that 2854 series. And we're going to be able to watch this tomorrow. Let's see what happens when I stop it right here. 2850. Shit. Mars, come on. There we go. So this is going to be Nashville time, 1221. Ooh. 2558. Look at that. 2855. And I just want it to come to me. I want to be able to find that degree. But this is definitely still the connection that Tommy, and the United States at a federal level, the United States has these communications. It's going to be a wake up call with the United States. And again, that 1435 that Charles Guthrie has in his chart, it's going to be there's something going against him once again. But this is going to be, this is going to be a big ass shakeup on Sunday.
Tomorrow?
Big ass shakeup. Yep. This will be a big ass shakeup tomorrow.
I mean, Indiana's only like 4 hours away, so should I take a road trip down there tomorrow?
No, I don't think that it's gonna have anything to do with Indiana, but it may. I mean, I guess it may. I could look back at this because this conjunction right here with Ceres and Mars, man, that's some intensity right there. That is some intensity. Yeah, Shauna lives in Indiana. Is that case going on? Like, is there something else
Which
going
one?
on with that? With Libby and Abby? I mean, is there something else? You think
So
it's Rick Allen?
September 26th, they're hearing oral arguments for an appeal for Richard Allen.
Oh, so you think that this could be like, okay, hold on. Oh shit, okay. Let me pull up Allen. Maybe that is. Maybe that's what's going on. There is an opposition with Charles Guthrie. It's not ringing. It's not ringing. It's not doing anything for me. I don't know.
Oh, I've been trying to look up Charles Guthrie and Indiana, and I'm not getting like much of anything at all.
Yeah, or Annie.
Let me try
Yeah.
Annie.
I would have to look at my map to see if I have, let me see if it's still Indiana. I don't really have anything in Indiana except this.
What the fudge? I don't know if this is true or not because I don't know what this is. But I pulled up an Instagram post and it says the Guthrie Center. We are thrilled to host Annie Guthrie and Robin. I wrote something Guthrie this Saturday at the Guthrie Center, but I don't think that's them.
At the Guthrie Center?
Yeah. I don't know what that is though.
Huh.
But it doesn't look like I don't know.
Let's see, let's see, let's see. I don't know that's gonna have anything to do with him, but I mean the dark moon is about to come over his Jupiter, so it's gonna be really it's about to get really dark for Richard Allen.
Darker than it already is.
And it's with the law enforcement and things of the past with the law enforcement. There's a lot of disordered aggression that he has with the
Mm-hmm.
law enforcement. Oh yeah, this is whew. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel for him that's coming. But like as far as it right now, no. I don't see it right now. I don't see it unless it's Libby or Abby that is
She said another name in the chat as well. I don't.
I definitely see Sebastian. Sebastian, this the 456. There's going to be a lot going on with him on Sunday tomorrow. And there goes that 420, the 424. That's right. There's something. There's definitely some things going on with the Guthrie family. This 2855. I don't know. I'm just, I'm hoping that whoever's got it is going to be made known to me and I'll be able to see it. But there's definitely going to be a shakeup. There'll definitely be things going on with our sun too.
Who's
Like our
Andy
solar weather,
Baldwin?
like solar weather. Huh?
Sorry, Shauna put Andy Baldwin. I don't know who that is.
I've got charts, honey. Andy Baldwin, his largest advocate. FAA, they were part of the airports that lost power. In Indiana? In Indiana? Was it the FAA? Damn, I was looking at the aviation today. Hold on. Because I was like, is there it just seems like something's
Mm.
going on August 20th with the absconder William Hubie, because I've been looking at him wondering when he's going to get
Oh,
captured.
well, William Wibby.
Hubie, yeah. Yeah,
You
I've
think
been
he's
looking at
involved?
I don't know. I mean, I've got him on the map and I do watch him because he's an absconder and
Mm.
he is definitely a part of a gang and I think that they could have not really I mean, he more so a gang in prison, but he did, take those illegals across he smuggled them. He was a smuggler, and then he hit that woman head on and I think that there are some connections, but I don't I don't know that it's like I can see things that are coming with McCaslin, his case, so I just watch a lot of shit. Like I've pulled up so much today. But the aviation, let me just go ahead and pull them up again. There's different airports. Oh, 2 days ago. Okay. I think that this is happening like right now. Like right now. So we'll have to keep checking. Yeah, I think it's well, hmm. that kinda looks like it's gonna be an ongoing thing or an ongoing, investigation or what have you. Do they know why they lost power? Yeah, August 20th. Michelle, happy early birthday, girl. Something's up that day. There's an opposition with, Trump that day. Uh, yeah, I've been looking at it. August 20th. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Hold on. At 10:20 AM. There's gonna be a lot of stuff with William Hubie in this. And it does look like the FAA. It does look like, there's just a bunch of players in this thing. I mean, a bunch of them. I even see Texas up in here. There's a lot of disordered aggression with Texas. There's an
Mouse.
opposition. This will be on August 20th. I mean, I've just been looking at,
Mm.
there's a lot of energy going to the ascendant of Arizona. There's just all kinds of shit. And there's just so much that's going on, including stuff going on with Bill Gates. But, I digress. It's just so much that I've
Mm.
been looking at today. It was just ridiculous. All the stuff that I looked at today, and even ICE, immigration and customs. There's going to be shit going down with them on the 20th. Um, things going down with Cuba. I'll be watching everybody. But as far as let me get that again. As far as you, let's give you something to look forward to. Let's see.
Please.
Let's see.
You gotta tell me
Let's
about my Apollo card.
Well, Apollo is the physician. I mean, it is your like I said, it's your connection to it's the seventh house of relationships. It's your connection to the justice, and there is definitely a connection to Iran here with the enlightenment, that things that you will learn, that you will eventually learn, especially with relationships. It's right there, right there. That's Apollo. It brings enlightenment. When you're sitting in the physician's office and you're talking to him and everything, you're like, you know, this is what's going on. And then they bring you enlightenment. They tell you what's going on. And that is what the physician is. But we all have our own physician. We are born with it. And it gives you enlightenment.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically enlightenment, where you are enlightened about something. Like tonight, I feel like you're enlightened by this. Is the 1441 in transit? No. Saturn has just left that 1441. It was actually stationing on it. And Saturn is right here in the first house. So it is opposing Saturn. There's a lot of work that would be going into um, learning more about different cultures like Iran.
Okay.
There, I wonder if this is, I wonder if that's the FBI. Is the FBI in transit? I'm sure they are. I mean, huh? I think there's some, if that's the case, they are receiving a lot of leads. I should. Hold on. Yep. Yep. See, right now, the FBI is receiving leads because this 920 is, they're learning. They've been learning a lot today. There is a lot that they have been learning about all day. So if you were to, and there is definitely a NATO connection. There's things going on with the FBI. They are highly connected to Washington, D.C. and President Trump. There's been a lot of activity with them, a lot of warring that's going on right now with the FBI and Trump and things of the past. But
Mhm.
but getting back to you, and then where'd you go? Shit, right here. So that's the FBI. So let me look. So it looks like in just a couple of days, just a couple of days, Cupid is going to sit here on your Venus for 24 hours straight. So let's see when that begins. Let's see when that begins. 24 hours. Hold on, let me look at your Venus one more time. 918. 918. Let's look at Cupid. Cupid is in Capricorn right here. It's at a 919 and it's going to come to that 918. It's about a 24-hour transit. So I'm going to go ahead and do the day. And I'm going to bring it back, Nashville time. And Venus right here. This is going to be Monday. Damn, Monday morning. It'll start Monday morning at 4:30 in the morning. So Monday morning, let me see if I can see anything. I do see the FAA. Bam. Mars and Ceres are just gonna hang out, together. This is just gonna be so intense. There is Monday morning. So it'll be Monday through Tuesday. So all day Monday night. And I can only tell you what I see or what I notice. I mean, I do see that the FAA is right here. We're definitely reflecting on Virginia, definitely Sebastian, his mom, the communications.
Okay.
There's things
Okay.
going,
Okay.
there's things going down. There will definitely be things going down with Arizona, with groups with Arizona and the state of Tennessee. They both have that 0050 in their chart. So now it's come down. Chiron has come down. It's just going to activate certain pressure points. Look at that. The 559 is still in transit with Tommaso and the United States. That's still in transit on Monday. Interesting. Let me see
Oh,
what I
it's because
can
he's in
tell.
Italy.
Is he?
I don't know. I think so.
Oh yeah. So the 357, this goes to Savannah Guthrie. 357. Does it also go to hmm we'll definitely see some things going down with California. What else? 29, 22, the United States. Hmm. There's definitely going to be some type of wake up call. 357. Oh, that's so Savannah Guthrie. Interesting enough, she has a 357 in her chart, but it also connects her to Alan Dershowitz. And Alan Dershowitz is the guy that she interviewed. Savannah interviewed about the Epstein girls. So it could have to do with some Epstein stuff here. Yeah, it definitely could have some stuff to do with the Epstein. But this is going to be in transit all for 24 hours with you. So from August 10th, from Monday morning to Tuesday morning, there is going to be there. It would appear that there's a lot. You could be making a purchase. I mean, I don't know what you got going on Monday, what your day looks like on Monday, but I can say that let's hold on. Let me make sure I've saved it. Like I said, Savannah Guthrie is definitely in transit with Alan Dershowitz. So they'll be in the spotlight. And you, that Venus in Capricorn, your Venus in Capricorn at a 918, it says that it's about, you're socializing your groups, but it's also how you bring in money. It could be shy in relationships. I don't really see that. You form relationships slowly, but they are enduring. You form close relationships, especially later in life. You're responsible with your money. So this is something, it could be something about money, could be something about a career move. a way to bring in money. You could be making a big purchase that day. But see the 357. So actually, so is, hold on. Where's the transits again? So is it 358 right now? No.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this
Yeah,
and
so what's happening is Pluto is gonna come and sit here for a good 24 hours too. Not sit here, I'm sorry. It's gonna activate. Pluto is actually here. So Pluto is transforming things of the past, especially, perfecting with networking and groups and even astrology, different spiritual things, the community. Um, it's a trip because, I think about I think about like homelessness. I think about like group settings, behind the scenes where you're networking. But anyway, this 359 tomorrow, or maybe even late tonight, is going to come and it's going to activate. So it's going to activate home, kids, how you bring in money, your friend groups. I wouldn't say it's a devouring energy, but there's going to be a lot of emphasis on this Venus. So let's see what that Venus is doing, because Venus is actually opposing Jupiter. Your Neptune and Saturn is also opposing Jupiter. And I'm not going to get into your personal life, but
oh, I don't care.
no,
I really
not
don't. I
on
don't
live.
care.
I wouldn't do that to you.
I really don't care.
Let's see. I feel like I'm missing something because I'm looking at it really close. I mean, I'm just there's that again. So oh, okay. Hold on, hold on. I'm thinking of another chart. So the 358. Let's look at that. Your Leo, where's your Leo? Right there, the 22. So when it gets to that 2212, that's going to be intense with Sebastian, I think, but we got a while for that to happen. Mars, all this energy is going right here. So Mars, the moon, and Ceres is just so much energy, so much drive is going here with communications at home. Let's see. 27.
Is
9.
my
That's
big
already done
purchase
that.
divorce papers?
If that's happening Monday, I mean, Mars is, all of that is there, and then Mercury is here. No, Mercury is here. That's right. In your sixth house, your everyday, your work. It's critical with home, with family. There's a lot of communications that's going to transform. There's going to be, uh, interviewing Seth is going to bring a lot, and it could bring a lot of, I don't know. You're the type that can handle I think that you can handle any kind of just goofiness, juvenile behavior. I think you
Mhm.
can handle that. Yeah.
Yep.
So hold on. Let me look at this one more time. The 358. It's just going to activate those houses, those outer wills. Let's go back a day to tomorrow, and let's get that right there. It's Nashville time right there. So yeah, so it'll start early in the morning. So this will be like a 24-hour transit too. So there's going to be some transformation that'll begin tomorrow. And I do see, I mean, look, Pluto at a 358 is going to activate certain houses for you. So it's going to activate your job, your everyday. And it could have something to do with Katie, her little crew. It could have something to do with that case, right? And what's happening is it's opposing the 456, and this 456 is going to activate Sebastian's chart. And so I can see where there's a bunch of activation, but there's a lot of damn, this is happening with at the same time in the 6th house. This is going to begin this opposition with Donald Trump, a major opposition with him.
Yeah, don't call me buddy.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, and Saturn is still, Saturn is still activating the chart at this time with House Guthrie and whatever is happening with, you know, Indiana tonight. So, hmm. So this will be like a 24-hour transit too. So we're going to take it to the day, and now it's going to go from you to Nancy Guthrie. So it'll go from you to Nancy Guthrie tomorrow. I mean, on Monday morning, when you wake up, it's going to go from you to Nancy Guthrie. And as it does, as this transformation is happening with your networking, and it could be looking at this video, could be coming back to this, but there is also, look at that. I mean, Tommy is still in transit. There's the communications are just going to be insane tomorrow.
No
I mean, on
rest for the
Monday.
wicked.
I mean, yeah, just for the rest of between now and the 12th until this eclipse, like, this is some intense shit. Like, this is some intense stuff that's going down. And I can't wrap my head around everything that is happening, but we could even have a good little, uh it's combustive. How about that? This is a lot of combustion in this chart for me. Looking at it with the different agencies, different people. Definitely shit going down with Washington, DC, our markets, I'm sure, and, even, the Epstein stuff. I think that there's going to be more Epstein stuff that's gonna be coming out, of course, Fauci and all that shit, but then you're gonna have this devouring energy, there's gonna be this devouring energy that's going to not really devouring, I would say it's more of there's gonna be a lot of emphasis on work, so Pluto will stop transforming you, and then, it's activating you with groups and networking, and then all day on Monday into Tuesday, it's going to be all about that Venus and bringing in money for the groups. It's about business. It's about your values, your work ethic. I don't know about when does your kids start school? What's going on with we could even get personal about that too.
September 2nd.
Okay. So then you got to do school shopping. Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna be doing Monday, but whatever it is going on for you Monday, just be in touch. This 337, I can see that there's at the same time, there's gonna be things going on with New Mexico, new communications when we wake up Monday morning with New
Oh,
Mexico, with
don't go to
Texas.
work Monday. I got shit to do. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Monday is gonna be there, like I said, there's going to be and it could be things having to do with work, with your boss,
Hmm.
you know? How you're bringing in money. Do you work where do you work? Do you work for, like, a healthcare? Do you
No, I
go and
tax
sit
and
there all
accounting
day?
firm.
A tax accounting firm?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
And that's in what are you still in
Yeah.
Wisconsin?
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Let's
I
just
mean, I
look
don't
at
do anything
Wisconsin.
big with their money or anything, so it's not like I'm
Right.
embezzling or anything. Don't worry.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what it looks like on the 10th for Wisconsin then. When we first wake up. And thank you guys for being here. I'm not gonna be, I won't be stuck like Chuck for much longer. I'm just, she hasn't even looked at her chart before. She was so kind to interview Seth last night. Angel for you, she says, I'm from Wisconsin.
What? Nice. Heyo, Waukesha. I'm in Waukesha. Not far
Waukesha.
from where the Slender Man stuff went down.
Oh God, really?
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got that on. Oh my
And
God, I'm not
dumbass
even.
Daryl Brooks.
Wow. Okay, let me see. Does this have anything to do with Wisconsin? Let's look at it. Let's look at it. 25, 54. Oh, it could. What is going on in Wisconsin?
I
Looks like
don't
some
know.
health. Well, it definitely looks like we've got some healthcare things that are going on. 11:58. I'm just looking. Let's see. Wisconsin. What could it be? I don't really see anything that is connecting with Wisconsin tomorrow, but I'm still looking. Still looking, seeing what's happening. And I don't. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Wisconsin also has that 424 that's in transit right now. What's going on with groups in Wisconsin? Is it something about the homeless? What's going on in Wisconsin? Something is happening with groups at home. There's a lot of transformation because there's a 424 with their Mars, and 424 was actually in transit when Nancy went missing. When she went missing, the 424, let's see. There was an opposition with Wisconsin when she goes missing, when Nancy went missing on February 1st, and then um right now there's also there's a lot of transformation that is happening with their Mars. It could have something to do with vehicles, protests. Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's happening. See what's happening in Wisconsin. Taxpayers flee if Francisca Hong becomes governor. Well, Wisconsin taxpayers will flee if Francesca Hong becomes governor. So that could be it. There's a lot of transformation with groups. State fair vendors look back at 2025 historic flood. Inflation comes from Wisconsin. Iconics fish fries food costs keep rising. Well, so the state fair.
Mm.
Oh shit. So that's what it is. Wisconsin State Fair begins when?
Probably already did, maybe soon. If it
Begins
hasn't started already.
Thursday. So it began Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, so it began 2 days ago. All right. Construction. Adjusted. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, it could have something to do with Wisconsin, but I don't think so.
I'm going to Mexico at the end of the month.
Mm, you are.
Yeah.
Let's see. Justine, let's see if you're connected to Mexico. I am. What part are you going to?
Um, Puerto Morales.
What are you just going there to relax? You going there to look for Nancy?
Oh no, no. I'm on the Gulf side. I'm not near Nogales.
Where's Mexico?
Yep, I'm
There.
grabbing my shovel. Here we go. Me and my cartel buddies, we're gonna go out in the desert and
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Going out in the desert. Let's see. Let me look at this. See if you connect to Mexico. See if that has anything to do with I don't think so. It just depends on if you make any big, have you already paid for the trip? Like, do you already have everything? Like, I'm just wondering what it is that you're gonna be doing Monday at work. Like, what is gonna be happening?
well, because I'm going to Mexico, my son starts school at the beginning of September. His school schedule doesn't come out until Monday morning at 9 a.m. So school supplies could be a very real possibility, but that's not that big of a purchase. You know what I mean?
Right? There is a responsibility with it, right? There's a responsibility and accountability that'll be, so that may be all that there is, you know what I mean? That may be all that there is, and it just be that's coming home and just but I don't know, I think it'll express itself because it's a 24-hour transit, so it's gonna have time to express itself in different ways,
Okay.
it's in all kinds of different ways, I
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll just have to
I'll have to let you
keep
know.
yeah, girl, you'll just have to keep me posted, let me know what's happening. I don't really see any like, I'm looking really quick with the Mexico, but I know that, I mean, obviously, Nancy and her husband, they both connect to Mexico. A lot of times when you do go to another state, you go to another country, there is a connection there, you know? There's a big connection with it. So I would think that you would have and I and like the explosion that took place with him in Mexico and she's got this 419 in her chart, Nancy does, and then Charles has got this 720, that's his Chiron, and that's the explosion. The explosion with groups and all the attention with their kids too in Mexico. Hmm. I'm looking for any connections here, but I don't see it. 28. It could be the outer wheel. So the outer wheel, this is outer wheel for me is almost like and I saw that a bunch today too, that 2030. I think it's that I saw that a bunch today too. I just don't remember. Let's see. Okay, Shauna, be careful. She just texted, I'm going to the gas station real quick. 16, 16. I don't see it. I'll have to look back again when I'm not in a rush and see if I can see anything. Should be I would think that it would be in, like, that 11th house right there too, because 'cause you're talking about going to the woods, you're talking about doing stuff like that, so but I don't see it. I'm connected to Mexico through the 344. They're MC and they're IC. Let's see. I've seen this a lot in some of the cases that I work on, the 1620. I can see, like, you definitely connect to the Layla Centinelo case. So that would be interesting to see you work that angle. If you ever decided to, just let me know because I've got all the details, all of them
For what angle?
for if you ever decided to look into like the Layla Santinello case, I can see where you're highly
Oh,
connected. You're
okay.
highly connected to that case too. So, um,
I'll look into anything.
it's a good case. I don't see anything, guys. I'll have to keep looking when I'm not in a hurry. 'Cause
Menasha,
I feel like I'm
EFE.
missing something, and
Oh.
I can't see it, but I don't see a connection with you in Mexico. And you're supposed to go at the end of the month?
Yeah. 28th through the 3rd? 29th through hold on. 29th to the 2nd.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop looking because I don't see anything. I don't see it. And I could look at it again tomorrow and see it just as soon as I pull it up, but right now it ain't clicking. It just ain't clicking, guys. Alright, well, let me get back on here. Hey, guys. We'll give you lines to work. Yeah. I've been looking at it all day. I mean, it's just I've just been looking all day long. Um, I love seeing April in chat. I'm gonna say it again, uranium, Mexico. Yeah.
So
Yep.
Doug,
It could
my
be, it
buddy.
could okay, so analyze that, Doug. Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah,
Doug.
so we did our first live together and he's like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy. How are you not freaking out?" And I'm like, "You got to Discord me because it's so much information, right? There's so many different things and people that you
Yeah.
brought into it and like I'll rewatch this probably 20 times and take notes
Yeah, I
on
mean,
things."
I go in different I'm
Yeah.
all over the place, but
It comes
like I
with the
said,
territory.
I've been looking at charts all day and I'm tired, but at the same time, I mean, I'm excited for you to be able to see your connections. But the uranium in Mexico, I mean, you know, there's a lot. I just feel really, I mean, it's a high profile case. They're
Mm,
political,
yep.
Um, at Sarah Fire says, I'm still here listening, just cooking dinner. Does anybody else want to look at their chart? Like, does anybody else want to look at their chart? Y'all want some cards? Weather in Wisconsin too. Bad tornado went through there recently. Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
That's
I'm
right.
Menasha.
I know you was working, but I have the 6th and the 18th in notes. Yeah, the 6th of August. Yeah, that was definitely with Sebastian, it was things that were happening with Sebastian that morning. And Doug, do you have your birth time? Like, do you have your birth info? Or do you want a card? Hey, Barb, good to see you, girl. Good to see you, Barb. I know Barb's in here for a card or looking at her astrology. So what did you think? I mean, it's a lot, it's a lot. But the thing is when you would get if you were to get your chart read, I start in the 12th house and I come down into all of the houses and I end back up in the 11th. And I just intuit it. But as far as like doing a reading on here, it would go too deep and I'm going to pull up a lot of personal things that you may not want to talk about online. You're muted. It doesn't say you're muted anymore.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that with you sometime. If you
Yeah.
have time, whatever. Obviously, like if you I'll pay you.
Yeah, you should book a reading. I mean, that it's a whole different type of experience when reading you without being on live, but we do record it or we can record your reading. We record it on StreamYard. Just like, you connect to this live, you just connect to and it's a clickable link. You can just go back and look at the reading. It's usually 2 hours, but it's a great way to get to know yourself
Yeah.
on a more intuitive level where you can look at your patterns, things that have happened in the past, and you can go, "Okay, maybe I can change this pattern," or "That's why that was happening," "That's why that happened. That's why that had to teach me," there was just no other way, I had to do it. Yeah, private reading is so much better. So,
Yeah, I'll
Doug, you
definitely
would
do
be
that. But Doug has
yeah,
been doing great, so he's been kind of filling me in. The Indiana thing comes in with Richard Nolette, the Ciphers, Burger Chef Ciphers, Speedway Indiana, Nancy Guthrie, and the uranium is a Charles Guthrie thing, which connects to Mexico. And like I said, I mean, I was in Utah. I like the Lori Vallow,
yeah,
Chad Daybell stuff. I was really into that. I mean, that's kind of over with, but I was there last year. So, I mean, it all checks. I
right?
hated New Jersey, though. You brought up New Jersey. I hated it. I went there once. I don't want to go back there.
Yeah,
It was an armpit. Well, because we went to Atlantic City and because of, the hurricane that was back in like 2019 or something, 2020. So they were still in the process of rebuilding. A lot of homeless people living underneath the boardwalk. I brought my son
yeah.
and my niece, my nephew were there. They were all little and there was homeless drunk people all over the place. And it was just a terrible experience. So I did not enjoy it. Would not go back right now. But the other stuff, I mean, lots of interesting connections. And when you said about Katie and you said something about juvenile behavior and being able to deal with juvenile behavior,
Mhm.
I heard that with Sebastian's case, people tend
Yeah.
to come out of the woodwork and get really passionate about it. And I wouldn't
Yes.
be surprised if I got an email or two or 50. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
I can deal with that kind of stuff. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if, that has something to do with the communication or if I'll get something in the next day or so. But we'll see.
There's definitely gonna be some things about, the past, but, it can work itself out in so many ways, and this is gonna be more of a collective. This is what is activating your chart is more collective than anything else, but the reflection that you have with communications does go to, Indiana. You reflect on that a lot. Which is interesting, you would reflect. So, like the communications that you got about going to a school or something like that. Well, so your moon there in the 4th house is actually opposing your midheaven and going far, going to another school or even going and say getting your master's or something like that, the higher education. Your moon is it's that reflection, that is connecting to Indiana. So there's a lot of reflection with it, which I think is interesting because it does oppose that midheaven, your your moon there in the 4th house is literally opposing that, which is very interesting. I'll have to think about that a little deeper.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
Thanks.
yeah, lady, if you wanna if if you wanna jump up here, you can, Lady Freedom. Anybody that wants to, if Orba's still in here, if she wants to jump up, guys, it's an open panel. It's whatever. It's whatevs. Um, and if you
Why did
want a
you tell me to
card,
be careful?
well, she just I don't just be careful and keep yourself safe. It is a lot of juvenile behavior.
Mm.
But with any case, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that.
I mean, it's coming up right now in
What?
Nancy's case with some of the people that have been covering it. There's a lot of that going on right now and
I
dodging
was
that.
wondering why somebody called you dad last night.
Hey, Dad.
Wow.
Hi.
Seriously?
Yeah, because I put it in there as Sebastian's dad, and it only picked up the dad.
It's like last night I sent one and I was like, "Why are they calling him dad?" And I didn't even get it. Yeah. Yeah. It's just people can get crazy. They are invested in the case. and
Hey, everyone.
they want to pick apart. Hey, Seth.
Now everybody's gonna be calling me dad. Wow.
Hey there, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
No. I gotta change that shit.
Yeah, carry an air tag in Mexico, please. Yeah.
Better yet, just don't go to Mexico.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Okay,
still
so I'm
looking for that
staying on the
connection.
resort. We're getting picked up right from the airport from a company that me and my parents have used for eons. So me and my mom will get picked up from the airport. We'll go there. We're gonna stay on the resort. We'll get the same shuttle back. We'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Resorts are not as safe as people sit there and say that they are. So just make sure that you keep just keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because I mean, I had a great time. I went to Puerto Vallarta. I had a great time. Uh, I was young and went to clubs, and I've lived to tell the story. The plane flight, though. Now, the flight itself, we had to keep dumping water over the ocean, so that wasn't fun. My daughter is in Mexico for the Harry Styles concert. No way. No way. Mexico? Like Mexico. Are you thinking like Mexico, uh, Arizona?
Mexico. Mexico. Like on the other side of the border.
I thought your daughter lives in Missouri. Went from Missouri to Mexico to see the concert? No way. Wow.
Oh, what some of these young people will do to go see a Harry Styles.
Wow.
Oh, Harry Styles. I love me a good Brit.
Wow. What about that what about this self-care deck that Lashana got? Lashana got me. It's so sweet.
I liked it a lot, actually. I like the what was the other card that you pulled? Not Psyche. Was it Psyche?
Yeah.
One about relationships.
Yeah, Psyche was
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
these are
fitting.
affirmations, inspiration, and reflections. Like, what? They're so cool. I'm gonna pull one each day. I'm excited. But
Anyway,
yeah,
I just came up here to speak with Justine for a second and be like, yeah, if you do get involved in the Sebastian case more than people will tell you, have a thick skin. I mean, there's people that don't want Sebastian found that don't have a problem threatening people or going to their house in other states. They never come to mind.
don't come to mine.
Or I should
Oh,
say,
no. My house is protected by the Second Amendment and God.
What you said.
they don't stop. They drive right on by taking pictures of my house, but they don't stop. Yeah, my house is protected by God, the Second Amendment, and video cameras so I can post the shit later.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, just be careful. I
Yeah.
tell everybody to be careful, anyways. Have a good night, ladies.
All right, Seth. Later.
You cryptic mother lovers.
Oh my goodness. All right, girls.
Yep. Well, I'll
So,
hop down
okay,
and
honey.
give
Thank
room for
you for
somebody
coming
else. But
up.
thank you so much for everything. Like I said, I'm gonna rewatch it and
You're welcome,
take
darling.
notes.
Thank you for giving it a chance.
No, I appreciate you. I enjoyed it. So
All right.
thank you so much.
Okay. See ya later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Barb. I've pulled a card for you, girl. It's an affirmation. Affirmation. And it says, these are so cute. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Forgive yourself for yesterday's mistakes. Practice gratitude for the present moment. You know, the present moment is a gift. When we just focus on right now, just right now, we can focus on that present gift, right? Focus on that present gift. This April, I'm gonna pull you one. Jill, are you still in the house? Lady Freedom, I'm gonna pull all y'all. I'm gonna pull all of y'all. This is such a, they're just, we can read from the guidebook, but I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory, right? Pretty self-explanatory. This one is an inspiration, April. It's an inspiration card. You inspire me. Knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape. Take a solitary walk through a local park or on a trail. Embrace the solitude and appreciate the time with your thoughts. Love it. Take a walk on the wild side, girl. Take a walk. Be by yourself. Be by yourself. I got you, Angel, for you. You're welcome, Barb. Forgive yourself for yesterday's mistakes. Forgive yourself. All right, Lady Freedom. People who love themselves. People who love themselves don't hurt other people. The more we hate ourselves, the more we want others to suffer. Reflect on a time that you hurt somebody. What inside of you was out of balance during that time? Have you been able to rebalance those parts? Have you forgiven yourself for that imbalance? And so I think that the reflection, and the moon is void of course right now. And it has to do with communications. Has to do with at least two people. And I can think of two people that, but it's about people hurting you and then you hurting people back. People who love themselves, we still want to hurt other people. But we have to reflect, we can't just jump ship without a life jacket. So I feel like that's what this card is all about, is reflecting on you and what was taking place inside of you when there was this imbalance, when there was this hurt and this pain and suffering. And sometimes we tend to do that, we tend to, when we get hurt, we want to hurt somebody else. If they hurt our feelings, we want to hurt their feelings back. And so I think that is for all of us to think about, and reflect on, is that we don't need to. A lot of times I'm like, I'm an eye for an eye, but am I really? Do I really want just, the same done? What about the times that I've done things bad, or I've done things wrong? I can learn from those. It shouldn't have to happen to me to learn, but sometimes that suffering does. It does teach us something. So it's a great reflection. Great reflection. Angel, for you. I don't know. Is Jill still in here? I don't see Jill. I don't see Shauna. Anybody else? Just let me know. Let me know. This is a reflection too. Angel, for you. This is a reflection. The perfect man of old looked after himself first before looking to help others. Take some time to be outside. Breathe in the fresh air, breathe out the stresses of the day. watch the sunset, or reflect on the vastness of the universe as you stargaze. Enjoy Mother Nature and all she has to offer. Enjoy Mother Nature and all she has to offer. Okay, Doug, I gotcha. You're here listening with you, Mama? Okay. I'll pull you one too, honey. Here we go, Doug. Here we go. Oh, it's popping out for you. All right, Doug. Here's an inspiration. An inspiration. You called an ad. Oh my gosh, Lady Freedom. I'll read you another one. While been taking walks, we'll continue to do that. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, Doug, take rest. A field that has rested gives a bountiful crop. Take 10 minutes out of your day and quietly observe the world around you. How can you cultivate this calm energy during times of stress? So, taking 10 minutes is like taking 10 minutes, no phone, just you, and take 10 minutes and just sit quietly and observe everything around you. Observe the nature, observe the wind, observe any and everything for 10 minutes and ask yourself how you can cultivate calm energy during any times of stress. How can you remain that calm? So that is inspiration. Inspiration is the mother nature, Gaia. I heard some of it like getting vengeance. Oh my gosh. Okay, pretty little clues. I gotcha. Yeah, that was basically your card, Lady Freedom. I was like, man, is this a card for her or what? When you start getting upset and talking about pissy pants. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know where Jill is. I think she's out like Jeff. She's done. So is Shauna. Oh my gosh, that is so hilarious. Witchy Mama, we're doing a reflection, girl. We're doing a reflection. To experience peace does not mean that your life is always blissful. It means that you are capable of tapping into a blissful state of mind amidst the normal chaos of a hectic life. What were some ways you experienced peace during any chaos today? That was for you, Witchy Mama. Yeah, he's been on the shit list for a while. Oh, you're welcome, Doug. You're welcome. Oh, it's Sarah Fire. The perfect Oh my gosh, we're doing this one again. The perfect man of old looked after himself first before looking to help others. I mean, y'all saw how I was shuffling. It's Sarah Fire. I mean, it's your card. Take some time to be outside. Breathe in the fresh air, breathe out the stresses of the day, watch the sunset, reflect on the vastness of the universe as you stargaze. Enjoy Mother Nature and all she has to offer. Swear, I'm shuffling them, guys. All right, pretty little clues. Anybody else? If I'm forgetting somebody, say, hey, me, you know, say, hey, me. What about me? What about me, Jen? What about me? Pretty little clues. I would have to be cloud watching when I was outside with the dogs. That's good. I think it's calling on you to do more of that, do more of it. Oh my God. Y'all, it's the same card. Swear, I kid you not. It is the same card. The perfect man of old. Like, we're gonna memorize this card, guys. I swear. I can't make it up. We're just constantly reflecting. It's that moon void. It should be in Cancer by now, isn't it? The perfect man of old looked after himself before looking to help others. Take some time to be outside. Breathe in the fresh air. Breathe out the stresses of the day. I mean, it's calling on us big time. To watch the sunset and to reflect on the vastness of the universe and stargaze. Enjoy Mother Nature and all she has to offer. Let's see if we can get another card. God dang. Let's see. Come here, Jeff. Jeez Louise. I mean, we got all these cards in the deck, and it's just going to keep on keeping on. I've got it sitting out of the deck. Just kidding. You're in trouble. Watch, I'm going to pull it again. God dang. I mean, speaking of mental health breaks, you know? I know, Barb. I think you are too. Oh, no, Lady Freedom didn't get that card either. Okay. This one is reflection. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Pretty little clues. The more one does and sees and feels, the more one is able to do, and the more genuine may be one's appreciation of fundamental things like home and love and understanding companionship. Oh, that's a trip. That's from Amelia Earhart. I'm just now realizing that those are sayings of different people. Reflect on ways in which you have opened your heart to seeing, to feeling, and experiencing more joy in your life. What ways can you open your heart that you haven't yet considered? So that's a reflection on the heart. And it's perfect for the Lion's Gate and this Leo. It's all about the heart. Hell is repetition. Jen, shuffle harder. I'm saying. I'm saying. Jeez. I want to get into some myth, some mythos. Let's let's get into some mythos here. I think we've done the self-care. We know that we need to get outside and we need to breathe in and we need to breathe out. We need to connect. We need to walk barefooted. We need to stargaze. Dang it. We need to do all of that. Okay. I'm getting out my mythic oracle cards. I want us to read about the Greeks because I do read a lot. The astrology that I'm reading is the Greek. Well, a lot of it is. It's not all Greek, it's Roman too, but grounding this week, y'all. Yeah, and drink your water, right? Right? I'm about to purchase a zombie apocalypse decks because this be wildin'. Oh my gosh, perfect. This is actually perfect. This is a perfect one. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this card is for you if you do, because this is Pan. Pan, I've written so much about Pan. I think I've even done videos about Pan, but Pan he's really misunderstood. It says nature. And isn't nature just misunderstood sometimes? It's just misunderstood. He's misunderstood. Pan stands for pandemic, panorama, pandemonium, all things having to do with Pan. It's more for me, Pan is holistic in nature. Holistic in nature. But let's read. Let's read what they have to say about Pan. It's just how I connect to Pan. Pan is not in the astrology, or I don't pull Pan in my astrology. Although Pan's parentage is unclear, he is usually described as a son of a nymph and possibly Hermes or Apollo. He is half goat and half man, but he's really not. So he really wasn't. He was really a man that rode a horse, and because they had never seen a man on a horse, it's half man and half horse. That's what I think. And Pan used nature to he was like a veterinarian. So he was a man that rode a horse and went around and did holistic methods on animals. That's what I think. I think that Pan actually lived to be a real person. As the wild fertility god of the forest and nature, he represents humankind's base animal nature. Pan has a heavy scent of animal and earth and expresses the raw and wild aspect of nature. Pan is a playful god. You know, the interpretation is, and we're about to get to the message though, is also known for his masterful ability with the reeds we call panpipes. This is a time to connect with nature, both your own true nature as well as the wild and natural places of this earth. What is it that makes you feel connected to yourself? What do you love to do? What are you passionate about? What is it that brings you energy and excitement? Let go of your personal insecurities and the judgments of others and allow the part of you that is wild and free to express itself. This may be a time to take a break from stresses of life, the process of being productive, both at school or at home. Your soul may be calling you to let go. Remember what is beautiful, wild, free in life. This doesn't mean abandoning all responsibility. It means that there is a time and a place for everything. When you lose touch with yourself, getting caught in routine, stress, pressure, and duty, you stop seeing what is truly amazing all about yourself and around yourself. Take this time to free yourself from these pressures. Have fun. Do what fulfills you and brings you joy and passion. Connect with nature and outdoors. Rediscover your own nature, your personal sense of freedom, and your connection to life. I mean, it's really calling us to go outside. Like, I feel like I need to go outside right now. It's definitely connected to you then, Michelle. Holistic. Pan is telling us to go outside and touch the grass. That's a trip. I'm starting a holistic apothecary with infused body butters. Ooh, nice. Ooh, I want some of that. Are you talking about are you talking about like lotion? Is that what you're talking about? I'd have to Google it to know what that is. I also notice elbow hair. Stop. What? Oh my gosh. Hey, Seeking Justice, good to see you. Really? Oh my god, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I love that. I love that. I am doing readings. I am. You was joining my monthly program group? What monthly program group? The Know Thyself? Did you come into the Know Thyself? I love you too, Lady Freedom. I love you too. Is that what you're talking about? The Know Thyself, the series where you bring your birth chart? I will be doing that tomorrow. We'll be looking at the sixth house tomorrow. We'll do it like we've been doing it, and then I'll do it public, and then I'll or do it members only, and then I'll do it public. One or the other. She just read me for sure. I was just hanging out listening. I'm saying, Michelle, that was cool. That was so cool. Are you talking about astrology or oracle? Astrology or oracle? Which one? Astrology or oracle? Well, Hermes is my tortoise's name, and Apollo is my original Xbox game tag. Pretty strange, maybe. I don't know. It sounds like somebody else likes the Greek mythos. I wanted to know the time and dates before I joined. Time and dates. Before you joined, what? I wanted to make sure I could attend before joining. Oh, I'm going to yeah, it's gonna be the sixth house. I'm going over the sixth house tomorrow in the Know Thyself series that I've been doing on Sundays. So the sixth house is what we're gonna be going over tomorrow. So you just bring your chart, and I will be looking at different charts. So if you wanted to come up on panel, I can read your chart with the sixth house and just look at some of the different aspects that you've got in the sixth house and specifically talk about what the sixth house means. So that's going to be tomorrow at 4. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. I mean, I've only been just chit-chatting. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. So we're going to look and see uh, who can connect to this? Who is connecting here? We've got Himera, and she is about rebirth. Rebirthing. Yeah, the Know Thyself. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow. I've been wanting my astro chart looked into so bad. I've got some big life points that are critical, and all these secrets with my 12th house have me a little confused. Okay. All right. Yeah, we could talk about that tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow at 4. And I'm going to do the live tomorrow, and I'll do it public, but then I'm going to make it members only. Or I'll do it vice versa. So, I don't see you're not a member. It is generally the same time and same time on Sunday at 4. It's either at 2 or 4 on Sundays. And it just depends, like, I had to take off for a little bit because I had a brand new grandbaby be born, so that put me behind a couple of weeks, or at least 1 week, I think. Well, at least I'm not the only one confused. We started with the 12th, yes. So if you're a member, you can go back and watch that house. Exactly. And so tomorrow too, as we do the sixth house, the 6th and the 12th, they oppose one another. And so there are, we talk about those challenges that are in our charts. You have 6 more weeks to wait. I'm interested in the 9th or the 12th, but I might be in jail by that point. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Why do you have 6 more weeks? I stood up to the government for abusing my kids. Now they're threatening me with sentencing on August 19th. Sons of corruption. Was wondering if that is viewable in the chart too. Yes, it is. Well, you just want to come in the chat tomorrow, and we'll look at yours. We'll use yours. We'll use your I mean, I could try to get you a membership. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if it gets you. Let's see. Hold on. You go to my channel. Let's see if I can gift this. Hold on. I can never figure it. I mean, I can never make, you know, make the gifting, the membership go to, let's see. Oh, shit. Not that. Let me see if I can. Let me see if it gets to you, Seeking Justice. Maybe it will. Damn. I thought it was you. It says Seeking North No, though. I tried. I tried. But welcome to those members. Welcome to the watchers. I'll join and end tomorrow for sure. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, you can try to join. Yeah, try to join now if you want to. I'm still trying to get one on Ladies Channel. I know it sucks that we can't just gift them to who we want to gift them to. You know, damn it. It sucks. But yeah, welcome in the new watchers. Maybe they'll come in and say, "Hey, thanks." Or maybe they're in the bushes. Maybe they're in the bushes. But anyway, we've got Hamera. I want to read about her. Want to read about her. We can all learn a little bit. You know, we can all learn a little bit about the Greek mythos. Some of these I do read in the chart, which is really cool. Sometimes we can take what they, some of their story and it makes sense with the astrology, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. You just really have to I think that the great thing about astrology is being able to observe it, because once you observe it, once you watch it, and you begin to notice a pattern, that's when you can say, oh yeah, I'm pretty confident with what I'm telling these people. Well, we can definitely look at your chart, Seeking Justice. Hamera is the primordial embodiment of day. She is the daughter of Nyx, which is night, and Erebus, which is darkness. She is the bringer of the day. At night, Hamera's mother, Nyx, draws the veil of night across the earth. In the morning, Hamera disperses the night mist and bathes the world in a heavenly light again. Nice. When we experience a life changing transformation, we return to a world that has remained the same. Old meanings no longer hold value for us, and we feel a sense of displacement. Although this can be very frustrating period when the regular world no longer makes sense, eventually we begin to feel new meaning in life, see the sense in things with new eyes, and make the appropriate changes to reflect our new lives. This is the transformation taking place for you now. You're coming out of darkness. There's a life-changing period, bringing the wisdom from that period into your new life. This takes time, it takes bravery, and it takes a lot of exploration. A new you is being born, and you must now grow to give your new life the self-love and nurturing it needs to grow to its full potential. This is a period of rebirth. You have been through a journey that challenges and awakens you both physically and spiritually. You are surfacing now from the night into the day, and you must reintegrate all that you have learned into yourself and to your life. And wow, that card I think is for Seeking Justice. I think that card is for you, Seeking Justice. I'm feeling that for you for sure. I don't know about you, but what I just read and from you and what I just read there, wow. Feeling that for you, and look at you becoming a member. Welcome in, honey. Welcome in. Welcome the watchers. Seeking justice. Good night, babes. Good night. Welcome to Watchers, honey. Oh, you're amazing too, babe. You're amazing too. Yeah, welcome to the Watchers. There you are, Jill. I was trying to read you a card, but I didn't see you in here. Good night, everyone. Those cards are very pretty, Jen. Love, love. Have a good night, everyone. Well, I didn't know. Girl, where you been? Seeking justice, you don't have to answer, but I spent 6 months last year for contempt filed by my ex for withholding. Is it similar to why you may go? That's a good question. You were in the shower? We're definitely going to, close it down for the night, but tomorrow at 4:00, but I'll read you, Jill, if you want me to. Any of those. I mean, I didn't get to read you, Shauna. Shauna was out too. She must have been busy with her boys. But yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow we just need to look at that. We need to look at use that sixth house. We need to use that sixth house about the everyday and the service. Look at the 12th. If you are feeling like you could be going, to jail, then we could look at that. We could look at certain dates too, that could be pivotal for you with that. Okay, Jill. Shauna, I never did read you, babe. All right, Jill, I got you. I got you, girly. I don't know if I just read that you were homeless. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Sick injustice. All right, girl. Prometheus. Woo! Prometheus. This is a fiery card. Prometheus. It's about sacrifice. It's about sacrifice. Prometheus, the god of fire. Looks like lady's about to be live. What a strange night, Angel, for you. Really? Why you say that, Angel, for you? I have you felt off? Have you felt that this has been an off night? Prometheus is a rebel, a hero, a champion for humankind. When Zeus overthrew Kronos, creating a new world order, he viewed humans as slaves. Prometheus, however, viewed humans as more. He stole fire from the heavens and gave it to humankind. The power to use and control fire meant power, freedom, independence for humans. The gift of fire brought light, warmth, and food. As punishment for doing this, Zeus had Prometheus hung upside down, and every day an eagle ate his liver. Every night, Prometheus' liver grew back, and the process began again. Chiron traded places with Prometheus, by the way. A sacrifice for a higher gain is at hand with Prometheus. That's the message. On a deeper level, we already know this. The necessary sacrifice may be comfort, safety, pride, or the need for instant gratification in the form of money, attention, or approval. We must sacrifice the requests and desires of our egos for a higher cause, a greater gain. We may need to put ourselves in an uncomfortable position for a time in order to reach a higher goal, but the richness of living in our truth and living with integrity will far outweigh any discomfort. To live in this way is to be a true hero, Jill. The myth of Prometheus is about fighting for a higher cause without the promise of fame, riches, or glory. The act is its own reward, and the consequences are acceptable. What do you believe in? Do you compromise your beliefs so that you can be safe or comfortable? When you contribute to something greater than yourself, do you wait for or expect a reward? Is this an act enough? Is this act enough for you? Are you willing to maintain your integrity no matter the cost? What do you need to give up at this time? What is keeping you stuck? Are you ready to live greater potential? These are all questions to consider at this time. If you are bored, stuck, comfortable, or have lost a sense of greater meaning in your life, it may be time to make some decisions. If you are currently making decisions, you must reflect on how those decisions are going to affect not just you, but other people. You need to make sacrifices for the greater good, and the right path is usually the most uncomfortable yet fulfilling direction to go in. Remember that you will only feel a temporary discomfort during the transition. Even Zeus allowed Chiron to free Prometheus once he had served enough time. Decide to be a hero now and rise above all mundane attachments. Strive to contribute to the greater essence that runs through all things, Jill. That was cool. That was a cool card. That was cool. Yeah. Spot on, girl. Strange week. Dreamt about elephants. Dreamt about elephants. Let me see if I've got an elephant in this one. Let me see. Uh, let's see if I've got one in here. My animals, hold on. Let's see. I do have an elephant oracle. Hold on. See you tomorrow too, honey. You don't want me to read you a card? It's crazy. It's cray cray. Okay. Elephant. Angel for you. This elephant spirit, it's about learning from the past. This is from this is not, reminds me of how all elephants surround a baby elephant for protection. Although we often wish we could leave the past behind, elephant spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down as traditions they have shaped to express our connection to each other and respect for our community. What has come before informs that we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy, our strength, and dignity. Elephant spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory based creatures, that's for sure. And we will revisit and must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we're going. The stories of events you experience, the stories in our collective memory, the stories of relationships you have had can be told in many ways. What story will you tell? Elephant spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity, for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and to grow. Here is a protection message from the Elephant Spirit card. Are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition? Are you feeling uncomfortable with behavior that no longer fits you? Are you feeling uncomfortable with any type of customs? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause you any type of pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story. Alter the tradition in ways that acknowledge that you have evolved. For transformation is our nature, and it's the only constant, right? Elephant spirit calls you to not be selective in your memory because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by elephant spirit who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. So I like that. I do Cygnus, yes. Cards and astrology, I do. I did unintentionally, that's right. That's right. Wow, heard from my ex's niece out of the blue on Facebook. Not a good marriage, so spot on. The dreams of elephants too. It could be calling on you about the past, anything about the past, and to let go of any fears. I think that a lot of times our fears will come into our dreams, especially if we keep like having a repetitive dream. Um, Elephants have the ability to remove obstacles. Yes. Orb attraction. Did you want to read a card? Do you want to read a card to any of us? You're more than welcome to come up here. It's probably too late for you now. Find a positive in every negative, no matter how little or even goofy. It's helped me keep going. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Remember it all. Let any type of grievances go. I don't think, I think that I have a selective memory at times. I'm definitely selective of what I learn. You're welcome, honey. You are more than welcome. The spirits residing in the natural world have much to share. Secrets of their forgotten language are now available. And look at that. As soon as I opened up the deck, like as soon as I opened it up, the first card that is looking at me, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Angel for you. Like that was literally that was literally the card in my deck. That was crazy. That was crazy. Like it was just it was looking at me here and I was reading this. The spirits residing in the natural world have much to share. I mean, they did. And it's a beautiful card too. Look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that, the hummingbird. Look at that. The hummingbird spirit. Be here now. Be here now. I know, wasn't that wild? That was wild. It was just like, hey, here I am again. The past. Things in the past. Things in the past. I'm gonna read one more. I'm gonna read one more, guys. Uh, unless anybody else needs a card right now. And maybe this is your card if you need it right now. How about that? And it's the otter spirit. You're never alone. Oh, look at that. The otter. The otter spirit. Boy, the otter is calling on us right now. The otter. You're never alone. I've got a video of hummingbirds. It was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 out there yesterday, and they were or the day before yesterday, and they were fighting over everything. Fighting over the sugar water. You are never alone. Like true friends, otters n otters nurture each other and express their affection through touch. Actions such as holding hands, giving hugs, offer reassurance that we are never really alone and that we are always cherished. Otter Spirit has appeared to remind you to experience and express friendship in a tangible and even tactical way. Communicate with your voice, your facial expressions, your gestures. I know it. And your actions, letting your love express itself beyond just the words you speak. Otter Spirit's message is that presence matters. Remember to be fully present with those who you care about, helping them sense the love and affection and appreciation that you have for them. Hug someone, touch their arm, simply look into their eyes with your full attention and say, I care, you matter. Make time for friendship. Otter Spirit promises that the moment you reach out, you will remember that you too have many who love and care about you. You're never alone and you are always loved. Oh, cute thing. Cute thing. All right, guys. I've been on here for 3 hours doing my thing. It was a little different tonight, but I shouldn't have devoured myself all day long oh, with the astrology, but I did. I was still stuck on cases. Still stuck on cases. And it's hard when I get like that to pull myself away. It's like I'm just devouring the all the numbers. Thank you too, Doug. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Doug. I don't know when did I miss this? When did you become a member? Did we welcome you to the Watchers? When did you become a member? Or when did that happen? I'm so glad that you are a part of that. It was a gifted one? Oh, I love that. Did we welcome you officially to the Watchers? Because if not, we're gonna welcome you again. Welcome to the Watchers. Okay, so how this is gonna work tomorrow is you have to have your birth time, okay? I can't look at your chart. Like for you, Doug, we need your birth time. So birth certificate, call mom, what have you. We need a birth time. And so tomorrow at 4, we're gonna go over the sixth house. The sixth house is your everyday. We're gonna look at different squares. We're gonna look at oppositions and just be in the chat at 4. And then I'll let you come up on the panel. We'll look at your chart, seeking justice, and we'll talk about the sixth house and what it means. And we'll look at your chart. Somebody else may want me to look at theirs as well. And we'll be doing that tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm going to do members only first and then make it public or just keep it a members only. I think last time I did public so Seth could join us because he hasn't gotten gifted a membership yet, or he has and it's null and void now. But I usually do members only. That way we can have, kind of a safe place for our members and we can just do that together. So that way the outside, they can become a member if they want us to look at their charts and to learn the Know Thyself series it's been pretty awesome so far, I think. I don't know. What do you think at Sarah Fire? I think you've been in every one. Angel for You, I think you've been in But they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Pretty cool sessions. We're learning a lot. How about that? We're learning a lot together. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Um, it is informative, you know. We learn. We just continuously learn. It's a beauty. Beauty. Jan Pan might tap on your window. Yeah, orb attraction is in there. But yeah, very well done sessions. Lots of learning. I agree. Okay, I did that. All right, cool. Good night, y'all. Love you so much. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 4 if I don't go live before then about something. I don't know. I've been on the Nancy Guthrie kick today. Also the war, things happening with the sun. You know, I'm crazy like that. But anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. Peace out.